Stop everything you're doing right now, because what I'm about to reveal will shock you. Have you ever looked at your palms and noticed the distinct M mark etched into your skin? If so, you're about to uncover a mystery that has captivated the minds of scholars, mystics, and spiritual leaders for centuries. This isn't just a random pattern, it's a sign of profound significance, linked to intuition, destiny, and divine purpose. The truth is, this symbol has been revered by ancient civilizations across the globe, including the enigmatic scholars of Brazil and the wise sages of China. Despite being separated by oceans and cultures, both of these ancient traditions viewed the M as a mark of extraordinary potential and spiritual alignment. It was a sign reserved for leaders, visionaries, and those chosen by the divine to leave an indelible impact on the world. By the end of this journey, you'll gain a deeper understanding of what the M truly represents and why it's been called the Mark of Destiny. You'll discover its connection to leadership, wisdom, and the untapped power within you. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to learn could change the way you view yourself and your purpose forever. The insights ahead are not just fascinating but transformative, so let's dive in. The concept of the Marca do Destino, or Mark of Destiny, holds profound spiritual significance in the ancient traditions of Brazilian indigenous cultures. This mysterious M, etched into the palms of certain individuals, was far more than a physical trait, it was a divine calling. According to the wisdom passed down through generations, this mark was a gift from the spirits, bestowed upon those chosen to lead with courage, wisdom, and compassion. The elders believed that the presence of the M symbolized a powerful connection to the spiritual energies of the earth, particularly the vibrant life force of the Amazonian rainforests. To the indigenous scholars of ancient Brazil, the M was a reminder of the delicate balance between the physical and spiritual realms. Those with the Marca do Destino were seen as mediators, entrusted with guiding their communities through challenges while staying deeply connected to the natural world. They were often chosen to take on leadership roles, serving not only as decision-makers, but as spiritual anchors. These individuals were expected to live with integrity and humility, understanding that their destiny was intertwined with the well-being of the tribe and the land itself. The wisdom of the ancient Brazilians teaches us that leadership is not about dominance, but service. The M was a mark that came with responsibilities, urging its bearers to be guardians of harmony and justice. These chosen ones were encouraged to listen to the whispers of the forest, the flowing rivers, and the rustling leaves, believing that the earth itself carried messages from the divine. By staying attuned to these signs, they could navigate the complexities of life with clarity and purpose. For modern readers who resonate with this idea, the lesson is clear. Embrace the calling to balance your physical and spiritual existence. Like the ancient bearers of the Marca do Destino, you are encouraged to honor your connection to nature, ground yourself in gratitude, and approach challenges with the wisdom of the earth guiding your path. This is a powerful reminder to lead with humility and to act as a steward of the blessings in your life. In ancient China, palmistry was deeply rooted in spiritual and philosophical traditions, often linked to the teachings of Taoism and Confucianism. Chinese mystics regarded the M mark as the heavenly seal, a sign of alignment with the cosmic order. To them, this mark represented a harmonious balance between the forces of yin and yang, embodying the unity of opposites. Those with the M were believed to carry a profound sense of wisdom, intuition, and leadership. In contrast to the Brazilian emphasis on earthly grounding, the Chinese saw the M as a connection to the divine realm of the heavens. It symbolized a rare gift, the ability to understand the spiritual laws governing life, and use this understanding to create harmony in their surroundings. People with this mark were often guided into roles as healers, philosophers, or advisors, entrusted with the task of helping others navigate life's complexities with grace and wisdom. The Chinese perspective on the M teaches us the value of living in alignment with higher principles. It challenges us to rise above worldly distractions and cultivate a deeper sense of purpose. For those with the M, this means embracing your natural gifts of intuition and leadership, while remembering that these gifts are not for personal gain, but for the greater good. Despite the geographical and cultural differences between ancient Brazil and China, the parallels in their understanding of the M are striking. Both traditions viewed this mark as a divine sign of purpose, one that demanded humility, service, and balance. For the modern chosen ones who find this mark on their palms, the message remains timeless. You have been chosen to walk a path of leadership and spiritual alignment. The challenges you face in life are not obstacles, but opportunities to refine your character and deepen your connection to your purpose. Like the ancient leaders of Brazil and China, you are called to live with integrity, balancing the demands of the physical world with the higher calling of your spirit. The M on your palms is a reminder that you are never alone. The wisdom of the ancients and the guidance of the divine are always with you. Ground yourself in nature. Take time to connect with the natural world, just as the ancient Brazilians did. Spend moments in quiet reflection among trees, rivers, or mountains, and allow the earth's energy to guide your thoughts and decisions. Seek spiritual alignment. Embrace practices like meditation, prayer, or Tai Chi to balance your inner energy. This echoes the Chinese focus on harmony and helps you stay centered in your purpose. Lead with humility. Recognize that your gifts are not just for you, but for the benefit of others. Honor the duality. Like the yin and yang, balance is key. Learn to navigate life's highs and lows with grace, understanding that every experience contributes to your growth. The mark on your palms is not merely a coincidence, it is a divine imprint of purpose. Whether viewed through the lens of ancient Brazil's reverence for nature or China's celestial philosophies, the message is the same. You are called to live a life of meaning, service, and alignment. Embrace your destiny with courage and confidence, trusting that every step you take is guided by a higher power. In ancient China, palmistry was more than a method of fortune-telling. It was a sacred discipline, deeply intertwined with the philosophies of Taoism and Confucianism, known as shoushang, or hand-reading. This art sought to uncover the spiritual and intellectual potential of individuals by analyzing the unique lines and patterns in their palms. Among these, the M mark stood out as a rare and extraordinary feature, often referred to as the palm of wisdom. For Chinese scholars, this mark carried profound significance, symbolizing intuition, intelligence, and spiritual enlightenment. The palm of wisdom was believed to be a celestial imprint, a divine sign bestowed upon individuals who were destined to lead, inspire, or create. Those who bore this mark were considered exceptional, often associated with emperors, sages, and poets. It was thought that the Mayan signified a unique connection to the spiritual and intellectual realms, granting its bearer the ability to navigate complex situations, inspire others, and leave a lasting impact on the world. The presence of this mark was not seen as a coincidence, but as evidence of a higher calling, a role preordained by the heavens. The Chinese interpretation of the M mark emphasized the balance between earthly wisdom and celestial guidance. Those with the palm of wisdom were encouraged to cultivate both their intellect and spiritual insight. This balance was seen as essential to fulfilling their destiny. The ancient sages taught that wisdom was not merely about accumulating knowledge, but about understanding how to apply it for the betterment of society. They believed that bearers of the M were entrusted with this dual responsibility, to grow their own enlightenment while using their gifts to uplift those around them. According to the teachings of Xu Xiang, the mark carried a profound message about the importance of self-reflection. It was believed that true wisdom could only emerge when one looked inward and sought to understand their own strengths and weaknesses. Bearers of this mark were often encouraged to spend time in meditation, studying their inner selves to uncover the truths that would guide their path. In doing so, they would align themselves with the harmony of the universe, achieving clarity and purpose in their actions. The ancient Chinese also associated the M with leadership, viewing it as a symbol of natural authority and influence. Leaders with the palm of wisdom were thought to possess a rare blend of intellect and empathy, enabling them to make decisions that benefited not only themselves but the greater good. These leaders were seen as visionaries, capable of seeing beyond the immediate challenges to the long-term impact of their choices. The M mark was, therefore, a reminder of the responsibility that came with power, to use it wisely and with integrity. Interestingly, the M mark was not exclusively linked to positions of formal authority. Chinese scholars recognized that wisdom could manifest in many forms. Poets, healers, and philosophers were also seen as bearers of the palm of wisdom. Their contributions, though different from those of political leaders, were equally valuable in shaping the spiritual and cultural fabric of society. This inclusivity underscored the idea that every individual has a unique role to play in the grand tapestry of life. For those who possess the M mark today, the lessons of ancient Chinese palmistry remain relevant. The wisdom of Shou Shang teaches that this mark is not merely a physical feature, but a spiritual calling. It invites its bearer to embrace a life of purpose, using their gifts to make a positive impact on the world. It challenges them to balance their intellectual pursuits with spiritual growth, to seek harmony within themselves and their surroundings. Modern bearers of the M mark can draw inspiration from the ancient belief that they are connected to a higher purpose. This connection does not mean a life free of challenges. On the contrary, those with the palm of wisdom often face significant trials. These trials are not meant to deter them, but to strengthen their resolve and refine their character. Just as the ancients believed, adversity is a crucible in which wisdom is forged. The journey of those with the M mark is not one of isolation but of community. The wisdom they cultivate is meant to be shared, their gifts used to uplift and inspire others. Whether through leadership, art, teaching, or innovation, they are called to contribute to the betterment of humanity. This sense of shared destiny is a reminder that their purpose is interconnected with the lives of those around them. It is a symbol of intuition, intelligence, and spiritual enlightenment, a reminder of the higher calling bestowed upon its bearer. To possess this mark is to carry a legacy of leadership, creativity, and service. It is a call to embrace one's unique gifts, to cultivate both intellect and spirituality, and to use these strengths to create a meaningful impact in the world. For those who bear this mark, the wisdom of Shou Shang serves as both a guide and an inspiration, encouraging them to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Despite the geographical and cultural differences, Brazilian and Chinese scholars shared one striking belief. The M mark signified a divine mission. How could two distant civilizations interpret this symbol so similarly? This question invites us to delve deeper into the profound mysteries that connect humanity across time and space. The uncanny alignment in their interpretations is not merely a coincidence. It's a revelation that challenges us to consider the existence of universal spiritual truths. In Brazil, the indigenous scholars regarded the M mark as the Marca do Destino, the mark of destiny. These wise individuals believed that this mark was a sacred symbol bestowed by the spirits, designating the bearer as a leader and a guardian of balance. This mark was not just an emblem, it was a calling. Those with the M were seen as bridges between the physical and spiritual realms, entrusted with the wisdom of their ancestors and the vitality of the earth. Their mission was to guide their tribes, protect their communities, and preserve the harmony of nature. For the indigenous Brazilians, this symbol was a reminder to stay grounded in purpose while striving towards spiritual elevation. Half a world away, Ancient Chinese scholars held a remarkably similar perspective. They referred to the M mark as the palm of wisdom, signifying divine favor and spiritual enlightenment. This mark, they believed, was a celestial imprint, indicating that its bearer was destined for greatness. Whether as emperors, poets, or philosophers, individuals with the M were seen as channels of heaven's wisdom. They were not only expected to lead, but to inspire, offering clarity and vision to those around them. The M mark, according to these scholars, was a symbol of the balance between earthly responsibility and heavenly guidance, a harmony that the ancient Chinese revered as essential for fulfilling one's destiny. The parallels between these interpretations are striking. Both Brazilian and Chinese scholars saw the M mark as a sign of leadership, wisdom, and a connection to higher powers. How could two civilizations, separated by vast oceans and distinct languages, arrive at such similar conclusions? Some researchers suggest that this alignment hints at a universal spiritual truth, one that transcends time and borders. They propose that the M mark may be a manifestation of an archetype, a recurring symbol in the collective unconscious that carries profound spiritual significance. Others believe that these ancient scholars tapped into a shared collective consciousness, guided by the same divine source. This idea is rooted in the notion that all human beings are interconnected on a spiritual level. Just as different cultures have independently developed similar myths and symbols, the interpretations of the M mark could reflect a universal understanding of human destiny. If this is true, then the M mark is more than just a physical feature. It is a spiritual signpost, pointing to a deeper truth about our purpose and potential. The concept of a shared spiritual truth is further supported by the similarities in the way both cultures approach their interpretations. In Brazil, individuals with the M mark were often trained from a young age to fulfill their roles as leaders and visionaries. They were taught to embrace the wisdom of the natural world, learning from the cycles of the moon, the whispers of the forests, and the flow of the rivers. This deep connection to nature was seen as essential for understanding their purpose and guiding their communities. Similarly, in China, those with the palm of wisdom were encouraged to cultivate their intellect and spirituality. They were taught the principles of balance and harmony, drawing inspiration from the teachings of Confucianism and Taoism. These philosophies emphasize the importance of aligning one's actions with the greater good, of using one's gifts to benefit society as a whole. The Chinese scholars believe that the M mark was a reminder of this responsibility, a call to live a life of service and integrity. This shared emphasis on balance and responsibility highlights the profound wisdom of these ancient cultures. Both recognized that the M mark was not a guarantee of greatness, but a potential that needed to be nurtured. It was a sign of divine favor, but also of divine expectation. Those who bore the mark were called to rise above mediocrity, to embrace their unique gifts, and to fulfill their higher purpose. This understanding challenges us to reflect on our own lives and consider the marks, both literal and metaphorical, that indicate our calling. For modern readers, the story of the M mark offers both inspiration and guidance. It reminds us that we are all connected, not only to each other, but to a greater spiritual reality. The parallels between Brazilian and Chinese interpretations encourage us to look beyond the boundaries of culture and geography, to seek the universal truths that unite us. They challenge us to consider the possibility that our lives, too, are imbued with purpose, and that our unique gifts are meant to be used for the greater good. The M mark also invites us to embrace a life of balance. Whether we see it as a sign of leadership, wisdom, or spiritual alignment, its message is clear. True greatness comes from harmony. It comes from aligning our actions with our values, from balancing our personal ambitions with our responsibilities to others, and from integrating the physical and spiritual aspects of our lives. This balance is not always easy to achieve, but it is essential for fulfilling our potential and living a meaningful life. In conclusion, the wisdom of the Brazilian and Chinese scholars we are reminded of the power of symbols to guide and inspire us. The M mark is more than just a feature of the palm. It is a symbol of possibility, a reminder that we are capable of greatness. It challenges us to rise above our limitations, to embrace our calling, and to live with purpose and intention. Whether or not we bear this mark, we can learn from its message and strive to embody the qualities it represents. The story of the M mark is a testament to the enduring power of spiritual wisdom. It shows us that, despite our differences, we are all part of a larger story, one that spans cultures, continents, and centuries. The M mark is a symbol of our shared humanity, a reminder that we are all connected by a divine thread. As we navigate our own journeys, let us carry this wisdom with us, using it to guide our steps and inspire our actions. For just as the M mark signifies a divine mission, so too does our existence carry the potential for greatness. Let us rise to that calling and fulfill our own mark of destiny.